Oh, oh my goodness, what's going on? Everybody in the house, what's going on? Welcome once again. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Very quick show. Very quick show today. Just want to touch base with you guys. I haven't done anything since I got bombarded by the Red Kingdom podcast. I was on there. If you didn't see it, it's on my page now. Where I was surrounded by 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans. It was a 3-on-1 attack, but they didn't know that I was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Y'all don't understand that. Going against 3 of the 4 horsemen, the dream always gonna prevail. You understand? So they could have lined up 10 of them. Cowboy fan, I can stand my ground. You understand? So They tried. You know what I'm saying? They tried. They didn't know what they were dealing with. They didn't know. They didn't know that I got a long way in Cowboys. Half of them weren't even born when I was watching football. You know, I remember when you had Daniel Craig as your quarterback. And, you know, I was back in that day, Christian Okoye and all them folks. If I say Christian Okoye, they don't know nothing about that. They didn't know who they were dealing with. You know, I was there. I remember when Schottenheimer, you know, the Marty Schottenheimer was there. When I say Schottenheimer, who is that? You know, but if you didn't see that, you need to go check that out. I was in rare form for that. I appreciate all you that came with me on that day. Listen, I came. I hope you're enjoying your family so far. If you haven't, I'm quite sure you will. By the end of the day, I know everybody got to get on the run. What's going on to everybody in the house? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for all. We made it to another one. Yeah. Yeah, I did, Doc. Yeah. Let me speak to everybody here. Infinite, what's going on? Yeah. Jay, I know it. Jay, I did the same thing. So go to your YouTube channel and hit that writing part there, and you're just gonna have to edit and put in what you want to put in. It's gonna have to include a number though. I see it. I had to do the same thing. I did it 2 days ago. Shane, what's up, brother? Hudson. Yeah, everybody got different names. If you're on YouTube, you just got to go back and put your name in plus the number and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I did. Terry, yeah. I was Dusty Rhodes. You know, it was a 3-on-1. You know, but I held my own. If y'all saw the show, y'all know what I did. I was in rare form. Nobody was studying them folks. Y'all talk y'all trash. Y'all in the same boat we in. It's a must-win game. Y'all fight for your playoff life. You know, we fighting for ours. It is what it is. You know. Yeah. Y'all look. What's the past? The past. If this would have been 3 years ago, I would have said, yeah, the Cowboys ain't got no chance. You know. But things have changed just a little bit. You know. Mahomes is still Mahomes. You know, I total respect. Hey, Gary, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving. Total respect to him. Total respect to Andy Reid, but hey, they're in the way. I don't care nothing about that. We got to hit them in the mouth today. Look, the show continues. In about another 6-7 hours from now. Show continues. On that note, I know it's Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna be thankful for I'm gonna be thankful for about the next 4-5 hours. But after that, it's game time. I'm sorry. I realize some of y'all gonna be with your families and all that. I'm gonna be with mine, but I'm gonna slip away. It's no secret. It's game day. I'm sorry. It's serious business. Now they can come up and watch it with me, but my eyes gonna be glued to TV. I know y'all worried about turkey ham and macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and green beans, you know, whatever y'all eat. That's what some of y'all gonna be worried about. I ain't worried about it. I'm locked in. All right. By the way, y'all hit that like button real quick. I'm about to talk about the game real quick. Really, I came on for you guys because I ain't had a chance to do my show by myself. So I wanted to get whoever's in here. I realize I'm really not looking for a big crowd. But if you can, share. You know, you just never know. And you can see it. See what's going on. All right. Let's talk real quick. Let me see what y'all put down. I got some very knowledgeable football people in here. The Dallas Cowboys, I want you guys to fill in the blank. I'll fill it in with you. The Dallas Cowboys win if Y'all type it in. A lot of people think the Chiefs gonna win anyway, so I ain't really worried about them. But the Dallas Cowboys win if y'all go ahead and fill in that blank. While y'all filling that in, I'll say this. I really do believe, again, that it's about stopping the run. As crazy as this may sound, we need to make Kansas City one-dimensional. And as crazy as this sounds, we need to make Mahomes being shotgun all day long. In other words, Cowboys win if we stop the run. Just in case you don't know, two major things have happened. Number one, Pacheco is playing today. I like him, and which means that you have a two-headed monster now with him and Kareem Hunt. I believe they're gonna try to run on us. I don't think they believe what they've been seeing the last 2 weeks. That is a part of their game. And I do believe that they really are going to try to run us. I think they're going to try to punk us today. I do. I believe they're going to try to slow the game down because I believe everybody understands the potency of this offense. And I don't care if it's Steve Spagnuolo. I don't care what he knows what he getting ready to see today. And your best bet is to try to keep the Cowboys offense off the field. And the way you do that is time of possession. And the way you do that is by running the football. So one thing is that Pacheco's coming back. The other major news, and this is the major one, which fits into the Cowboys reckoning, if you let me see it, and if you let me say it. I believe that Trey Smith, their all-pro guard, is not playing today. That's the one that signed the big deal before our guard, Tyler Smith, signed his. Now Tyler's the highest paid guard. Before that, it was Trey Smith, who is a bona fide dog as a guard. There, he's not playing. He's out. Obviously, I don't care if he was playing. He was gonna have to deal with them three inside monsters, regardless. But since there's a backup that's playing, the Chiefs' offensive line, it ain't no way you can say that they improved with him being out now. That's crazy. And so I fully expect today that somebody is going to punish him. And I got a feeling that Mahomes is going to be throwing the ball. I really believe that the rush is going to be there, get him off his spot. And I believe that today's thing, they're going to try to hit us real dink and doink type stuff, which he's going to complete a lot of those. Which means the tackling has to be on point today. Got to tackle today. I believe it's going to be a lot of short stuff. They're loaded. Respect to Kansas City. They're loaded. Hollywood Brown, Rashard Rice, Juju, of course Kelsey. They're loaded. There it is, Jay Brown. I see you. You see it? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. You done added something. Now you the agent of chaos. I hear you. There you go. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah, you can't lose. There you go. For all you guys that do not like your handle, go to your YouTube channel, press view channel. You should see in those top three buttons, and you should see that pencil there in the top right corner where you can edit it. Hit that button and you can change your handle name. Jay Bryan, I am messed up because you don't have a number in there. And I thought you had to have a number. So you don't have one unless it's something there. Oh, you had to have an underscore. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Okay, I may have to change mine again because I don't like the numbers. I just want everybody to know when they see the big time show, you know who it is. I don't want the big time show 2573 and all that type stuff. But anyway, I got you now, Jay. The Cowboys just got them. I hear you. I attack them. Hey, Miss Verdi, how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. You're right. Everything has changed. A big two pieces of that. Miss Verdi just said two reasons why it's changed because Logan Wilson and DeMar Overshown. See, when you add two guys in like that, you become very solid in deficiencies that you may have had. And so when you add guys like that who can flat out hit and flat out get there too, DeMar Overshown is faster. I don't know if y'all know, I'm praying that the brother can hold up. But DeMar Overshown is faster than what he was. I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't know if y'all watched film. Jay Bryant, I already know you did. DeMar Overshown, it's almost like he didn't have any surgeries. I ain't talking about just the one he just had. I'm talking about all of them. I mean, he is faster than what he was, which means the speed element is there. And then, of course, he's a sure tackler. So it's going to be big today. Now, DeMar Overshown is also another big one. Is because I'm glad he's there because we've had problems with running quarterbacks this year. And Mahomes, especially this year, has had no problem with getting down and pulling the ball down and running. And I ain't talking about sliding either. I'm talking about he running and putting his shoulder into people, stuff like that. I mean, Mahomes, I said, what in the world going on here? Yeah, like you ain't the most important player on Kansas City team, risking injury and all that type of stuff. So I would suspect Mahomes to do the same thing today. Except today, you need to put a hat on his tail. If he gonna run it, somebody need to put something on top of his head. Love the brother, great quarterback, all-world quarterback, all Hall of Fame type dude. If he retire today in 5 years, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. I have nothing but total respect for Patrick Mahomes. But if he run the ball today, put a hat on his tail. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it just ain't no other way to say it. Put something on top of his head. Look, this serious game today, y'all. Jay Bryan says, I can't trust Eberflus yet. I think it's more shotted than Eberflus. We run a mix of cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4 match man, but we don't disguise things, so you know it's basic motion. I tell you what, Jay, you shouldn't have all that zone today. Going against a world-class quarterback, you can't go zone with Patrick Mahomes. That feeds into Travis Kelce, wheelhouse, all the zones and stuff. We'll get destroyed by that. You got to put some heat on him today. Got to put heat on him. It is a well-known fact. You cannot just sit back and let Mahomes just scan the field and all that. You can't do that today. He got to have pressure, and hopefully, I would suspect that they are going to try. Um, they are going to try to attack that kid that's lost Trey Smith, the guard that's out. They're gonna try to attack that area, okay? And once they do that, I believe they're gonna try to get it in with that 5-man front. I guess they're gonna try to get it with that 5-man front and see if they can get pressure that way. I think that's the route to go. And if they go with 4, can those 4 get it done? Can Osa beat people? Can Clowney beat people? Really want to see James Houston play a little bit more again. Every time he get in, it's good stuff go on. I need to see him in because we're gonna have to rattle Mahomes today. We gotta rattle him up. You just can't let him. His uniform can't stay clean. You got to get him off his spots. You got to make him uncomfortable. You may not be able to put him on the ground as much as you want to, but you just can't let him sit back there. It's just no question. If you do, we're gonna have a long day. I know who Mahomes is. I've seen it too many times. I know what he can do, and y'all know what he can do. I don't. As they say, they can play zone, but they ran cover 6 or higher, cover 2 and cover 4 to make them commit to a side and have predictable throws. I'm with you, Jay, but it better be I guess what I'm saying, you can run it, but it need to be a match zone. You know what I'm saying? That's what I just don't like Mahomes sitting back there. I got to bring some pressure to him. If the front 4 ain't getting there, I got to bring some. So that's gonna be man to man. I can't let Mahomes just sit back and just pick us apart today. I'm with you if you telling me we playing a match zone, Jay, then I'm with you on it. But I guess another factor is if we're talking down in distance, I think that's another one. So I'm with you. I can see the cover 6 especially. I can actually see cover 3 long as it's a match zone. If y'all don't understand, it's really man, but they're responsible for their part in the defense. They ain't just running over all that type of stuff. That middle of the field gonna have to be big, and I think that's where Wilson and Overshown come into play. I'm looking for it. I'm serious, I don't know how y'all feel about it. I feel Overshown gonna have a big game today. I do. Whether that's tackling, pressure, I think this is an Overshown game today. I'm feeling it. William Kill say 5-man front is risky. Don't believe the cornerbacks can keep up with Worthy, Hollywood, and Thornton. I agree. And that's why Jay was talking about the zone. Long as it's somewhat of a match, I don't trust that we're just great in zone. You know what I'm saying? I want a match zone. I want a match zone. I want that. They're loaded on offense, so it's almost like pick your poison. They're loaded on wide receivers. They're loaded. Of course, tight end is always open. Kels is just great. He's gonna get open regardless. I mean, they got it. They have just as many issues, problematic issues as the Cowboys present the defense. They have it. Their problem have been their offensive line ain't just been just great. Now they done ran the ball well the last few weeks, and that's really my main concern. Is that if Kareem Hunt and Pacheco are killing, then we're gonna have an issue. No, you're right. I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna switch that. And then if you present it to Mahomes, he gonna just switch out the play anyway. So I'll change that. See, I stand corrected. The 5-man front probably not gonna work today. You gotta have you can't go 1-on-1 with Rice. You can't go 1-on-1. Well, I mean, he gonna get you. You know, Brown is fast. Um, Kelsey is Kelsey. Um, Juju can get you as well. Um, Going 1-on-1 with them can present some problems. So it probably will be the zone. That front four got to get in today. I mean, seriously, that's what got to happen. It's a different breed than Philadelphia. I love it. We about to find out. Hey, Coach Breedlove in the building. What's up? Coach Breedlove said we need to blitz on early downs, and that might be. Gotta be careful with that, Coach. I like it. I'm saying, I hate to say it, but I hate to say it. Let's see if I'm doing it. I want to see, because they're gonna try to run it. Let's see how they act playing straight up. If we just got 4 down linemen, let's see if they can really kind of stop the run starting off. But if Hunt and Pacheco are gashing us, and I ain't talking about no 20-yard runs, I'm just saying every time they touch the ball, 4-5 yards, something like that, then I'll say, yeah, we probably need to send some on run blitzes. I'm concerned about the run game today, and I know we're playing good rushing defense right now. No, Verdi, Juju don't scare me either. I'm just saying that's gonna be. They got weapons. Let me just say that. Excuse me. I just think that if we play the run well, I think we'll have this game. I ain't gonna say easily, but I think it ain't gonna do well for them. Yeah. You say Andy Reid doesn't have audibles; he only has a hot route call, and that's where the blitz part come into play. That's why I said earlier, I really believe it really ain't gonna be a lot of crazy downfield stuff. I really believe that the game plan is I think is about him throwing short today, dink and dunk, and about run after the catch. Cause see, I believe the pass rush is gonna get there eventually, and probably a little bit more consistent. And I don't think he's gonna have a lot of time. I don't think he's gonna have a lot of time. It really depends on what their front four do. Seriously. And with Trey Smith being out, they have a deficiency there, which is another reason why I believe they're gonna get the ball out early. Slant routes, crossing, short crossing routes, stuff like that. That's what Kansas City do anyway. I don't think it's gonna be just no line up and throw the ball, try to get over the top. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of that. I hope it's not. I think it's gonna be short. So that means Guyton is out. Ty Church. I'm scared of our secondary. Yeah. If we can get some pressure on Mahomes, consistent pressure, then that'll help out our secondary. But if Mahomes is sitting back there taking pictures before he throw the ball, look out. So they present something different than Philly. I'm not trying to knock Philly either. I'm just saying they're a little bit more because of the running game. And I guess some of y'all gonna say, well, Philly had the same thing last week. We shut them down. Yeah, we did. But I think Kansas City would be more committed to trying to run the ball against us. I really do. I see you, Jay. It depends on where they are. That's another thing when you start talking about Ravel. Hey, Jeff, what's up? When you start talking about Ravel, the question is only with him for now is, where are they on his pitch count? That's the question when it comes to him. I like him where he play. I know he can't hold. I know he got bait trying to hold AJ Brown, but most people will. Other than that, I like the way he playing. He don't get fooled too much. It's a matter. We got to tackle today. We got to tackle. Ravel would have had a good game if he would have been able to. Brown caught the ball, but he got away from him. He didn't tackle him. We got to tackle well today. Everybody. I'm talking about we got to tackle well today. Kareem Hunt runs the ball extremely hard. Pacheco runs the ball extremely hard. I mean, we got to tackle today. That's going to be that is going to be major as far as our defense goes. I've been sitting here talking defense because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really ain't worried about the offense. I know it's Steve Spagnuolo. I understand who he is. I understand how great he is as a coordinator. I get it. But let me just say this. Spagnuolo is going to try to, he's going to use the game plan of what the Denver Broncos did to us and Arizona, because Arizona copied it. And if you remember what they did, they sent the house. That's what they did. And while they were sending the house, one thing that I noticed, if y'all remember my shows back then, I said, why is Dak, when he know the blitz is coming, why are we steadily doing a 7-man drop or a 5-man drop? In other words, he hikes the ball, he does his 5 to 7 drops back, and by the time he does his 7-step drop, somebody dead in his face. Like, if you know they're blitzing, we need to hit them short. Hard routes. We're trying to throw the ball down the field a lot. Y'all notice that? The only slants that we really have seen is the ones, the Pickens. Lamb caught a couple of them, but everything primarily is downfield these days. It's a little different. We haven't seen those little comeback routes a lot this year. We haven't seen a short thing. We haven't seen really a lot of hot routes because the line is protected so well. But when we played Denver, y'all had to go back. I know it's Thanksgiving, but if you go back, look at the Denver game and maybe just go watch a few plays. Watch how Dak would always have a 7-step drop play when everybody's blitzing. I mean, you ain't gonna get you ain't got time to even plant your foot because you're trying to throw down the field. Man, get these hot routes ready. I think that's what Spagnuolo gonna do today. And when he blitz all them folks, 6, 7 people, man, we need to be hot routing to death. So you ain't got to be long because we got the kind of guys that if you can get them and they can run after the catch, they gonna get you. I mean, I'm even throwing Turpin into that. I mean, y'all saw that last week. I ain't worried about it. Y'all want to talk about the fumble? Talk about that play he had when that little short pass and he almost broke it and went to the house with it. I mean, we already know what Pickens can do with a simple slant route. Okay, Lamb can do the same thing. I mean, Flournoy. I would love to see Flournoy play today. I mean, we gotta. If you know they bringing the house, you know, we need to go to work on that part. I don't want to see those 7-step drop. 3-step, let it go, bam, run out of the catch. Let's work. I trust that. Another big one come. There you go. I like that coach. On more screen game. They blitzing inside because that's what they doing. I mean, they sitting in the house. Had that running back float out. Damn, swing pass. Make them one-on-one with the linebacker or somebody. And hey, take your chances. I just don't want Dak. I mean, Dak, you right, Sugar. You right, Mr. Williams. Dak does well against the blitz. However, when he's doing a 5, because we love going down the field this year so much, he is doing a 5 to 7-step drop. And if your line ain't blocking, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. That's what Denver did to us. That's what Arizona did to us. They copied each other's game plan, and their plan worked. Now Philly didn't do that because they respected the offense. See what I'm saying? See, I got a feeling that Kansas City would say, man, look, we got to throw off the time and we got to do all this. We just gonna sit in the house. They didn't do well against that. The offensive line didn't do well. They didn't pick up the blocks well. We just gonna go on sit in the house. I got a feeling that's what's gonna happen, and that's what we got to make them pay. Because you ain't just gonna sit back and let Dak destroy you. Because if they run a 2-shell high, like Philly did, like mostly everybody else do, and just let us run the ball, and then play action pass open, you gonna get 30 points put on you. You got to try to shut them down. I don't think nobody want a shootout today. I don't think nobody wants a shootout. You got 2 offenses that can score. Even though Kansas City has had problems the last few weeks getting into the red zone and scoring. And they've had problems. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Williams brought out another big point. Let me highlight that. And I'm not worried about it. Williams said this. As you know, Tyler Guyton is not playing. But that means Nate Thomas is. I'm not worried. I like Thomas. There's an argument to be made that Thomas probably should be starting. We've seen enough of Nate Thomas know he can handle his own. I saw him put hands on Michael Parsons, one-on-one. Go back to the Green Bay game. Look at that. I've seen him go against a couple guys even from Denver, one-on-one. I'm not worried about that. I think we with Nate Thomas can handle him, and I would, to be honest with you, man, I'm waiting for the game where we just say, look, we finna shut all this down. And it ain't gonna be the way that everybody used to it. See, everybody hollering Pickens and everybody hollering Ferguson and Lamb and all that. I'm waiting for the day that we line up in these 2 tight end sets and just bull rush people, just beat them up offensively on the line. I think this would be a good game to do that. In other words, this ought to be honest with you, this ought to be a game where we say, okay, because we want to have time possession too, because we don't want to keep Mahomes on the field. I don't want Mahomes on the field a lot. So this ought to be a game for Mr. Javonte Williams. I'm trying to impose. I'm talking about Kareem Hunt and Pacheco. Then I'm also talking about Javonte Williams and Malik Davis. I want to see us line up in a 2 tight end set and just beat them up. I want to test them out. I know Chris Jones is there. I don't care. I know Kalafis is there. I don't care. I want to test them out. Because we've been running the ball extremely well. It's just that Pickens and Dak and Lamb and Ferguson are getting all the publicity, but quiet as it's kept. Javonte Williams has had an outstanding season. Matter of fact, he should be he should be at least a Pro Bowl running back this year, as of right now. Seriously, I think he over 800 yards. I mean, he gonna get 1,000 yards barring injury. I'm just saying. We nobody want to talk about that part, but Javonte, the line has been opening up holes. Javonte Williams had a great year. Man, we got a long way to go. This dude already over 800 yards. Top 10 in rushing. I mean, I'm waiting for the game where we say we just gonna fit a pound, y'all guys. I think this would be a good game to do that. Try to at least. I know we wanted Pickens to get the ball. I know we want, I get it. Lamb, everybody looking for Lamb to have a big game today and all that type. Man, forget all that. Beat these guys up. Exactly, Jay Bryant. I want it. Yeah. I agree, Coach Brewer. If it's not working, however, then I get it. I mean, it still need to be a mix. I'm not saying we run the ball 45 times. I mean, I know that ain't gonna happen. But I want to impose our will on. We need to slow these guys down because we don't want to. We want to. I don't want Mahomes. I believe it's the same game plan for both wides. I hear you, Sports Junkie. I see Sports Junkie. If y'all ain't following my brother, you need to. Cause Sports Junkie right there in the chat. Y'all click on his icon and follow his show. He said he's been saying we're gonna blow these guys out. I don't know, but I didn't believe it. But I say we're gonna win, but I don't know about no blowout. He said it's gonna be a blowout, so we'll see. I think the game plan for both teams is saying they want to keep the offenses off the field. They don't want no shootout now. You see what I'm saying? I don't think they want a shootout. So I really believe that it's a time of possession type game coming today. You don't want these offenses on the field. Kansas City don't want Dallas on the field. We don't want Kansas City on the field. The only way you do that is get time of possession. Now that time of possession can be passing, running, mixture of both or whatever. I just don't think that. I think that that's the way you're gonna be able to slow everything down today. You need to muddy. We don't. We know 35-31 game. We don't. I mean, I don't want that. I mean, I know we're capable of doing it and winning, but I don't want that. I want Mahomes on the sideline. I want to force him to where I can make his team one-dimensional, and then we can unleash our pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? William, they had the same problem too, William. Their red zone offense ain't been great. Kansas City, we found that out on the podcast show I did with the Kansas City Chiefs fans. That their red zone offense they ain't been hot, no good either. They've been kicking a lot of field goals. They haven't been scoring. They're good from the 20 to the 20. It's inside the 20 where everything kind of tightened up. So they're struggling in the red zone lately, which part is the reason why their record is what it is. We're not used to Kansas City being whatever they are. What they 6-5. By now, everybody be saying the road to the Super Bowl goes to Kansas City. By now, not this year. They've been struggling. They're not the same Kansas City team, but they're champions, and they know how to win. And they got a world-class quarterback, and they got a world-class coach. And they know how to win any type of game that you throw at them. So they're a very dangerous team. I mean, matter of fact, everybody is saying the same thing when it comes to Kansas City. Like, okay, whatever the record is, it's fine. You better not let them in the playoffs, because if you put them on the road, most people would think they can win 3 road games and still get to the Super Bowl. That's just the respect. That's just the respect that Kansas City have. So we gotta be smooth. Frederick, I'm more worried about Shotty. I'm not worried about second half timeouts. The only thing that I'm worried about with Shotty these days is his gunslinger mentality, because he ain't got no problem going on a 4th down when you would think he should punt the ball. And his confidence in his offense, and justifiably so, is high. I'm not trying to take away his aggression, but sometimes, especially when your defense is playing well, it's kind of like the first drive from last week. 4th down and 3, you right at the inside the 50-yard line. Me, I would have punted the ball, pinned them deep. You got to drive at least 85, 90 yards, try to get a touchdown, whatever. And you may even got a punt inside the 10. We went for it on 4th and 3. You gave Philly a short field, and you put the air out of the building. Everybody was hype and all that type of stuff. Now everybody down, bam, 7-0, just like that. And it was a downward slide. Then they finally woke up. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm not worried about it, because see, at the same time, someone say, now if he would have got that 4th and 3, you wouldn't have said nothing. I still would have said punt the ball. I've been happy we would have got it, but I'm just saying I would have punted the ball. That's just me. And do it. So he trusts his offense. I mean, that was 4th and 3. It was a long 3. But he trusts his offense. I'm not gonna knock him. That I'm quite sure the players wanted to go as well. Hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It hurt us because they scored, but at the end of the day, it didn't hurt us bad enough. We still won the game. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. The whole world is gonna be watching today. I've been said it. Everybody's saying stuff that I already said. I mean, immediately. I already knew what was going to happen. This is going to be the most watched game probably past the Super Bowl this year. This will probably, no question, be the most watched regular season game in the history of the NFL. They knew what they were doing. Is the whole world going to be watching? So, whatever record was, I believe it's going to get totally smashed today. It is going to have a Super Bowl type feel. And you just hope that, let me just say this. Yeah. Because this will set it up. I'm going to tell you what we can't afford. We can't afford a slow start like we always do for these big games. We did it last week. We cannot afford. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it's Shotty, if it was Jason Garrett, if it was Mike McCarthy. When we get to these big games, for some strange reason, it's almost like a organizational curse. We always start off slow. We get penalties. We get turnovers. We get 3 and outs and all that. We can't afford that. Not this game. Not this game. Not this game. I'm not saying that we have to score, make it 7-0 from the top or 3-0. What I'm saying is that first drive, it can't be a 3 and out. We need to get into an offensive rhythm. And if that means we have to punt the ball, so be it. But we just can't go 3 and out. We can't start off getting false start penalties all that type of stuff, putting us behind the stick. We start off too slow. You got to get into a rhythm as quick as possible. If we do that, I'm cool. All right, I've been on too long. Some of y'all cooking and all that type of stuff. Y'all got to get ready for your families. I appreciate all y'all. Everybody do me a favor real quick. I ain't asked for it, but hit that like button. If you so choose to patronize, you can do it. It's right under my name there. $, the Big Time Show. It's the Cash App. If you're on YouTube, you can hit that super chat button. Some of you guys ought to consider becoming a member of the show. Membership, just make it. You don't have to do the options that I have there. I just hadn't corrected it, so don't get too messed up about it. You can do something like whatever you want to do, contribute. You can be $1 a month. You'll just take the information from your debit card or whatever. You want to contribute that, that's fine. You want to do $5, whatever. I forgot what I put down, and then I just hit send. I didn't try to change it or whatever. You can, Robert King, you at work, you getting that double time. Good work, Doc. Let me borrow $5. But you can do that and become a member of the show. I'm gonna have a membership. You take it out every month, whatever day that is. You can do that route, or you can hit that super chat button there as well. And I appreciate you guys on this Thanksgiving Day. Got business to take care of. Before we leave, I need everybody to put in the score and the team that's gonna win. Put it down. I just want to get a vibe and see what y'all thinking. Me personally, I think the Cowboys are incredibly desperate, even though Kansas City is desperate as well. That's what's going to make this game a playoff type feel. I believe that the Cowboys are incredibly desperate, and I believe they're going to play like it. And I think that we're going to win. I think we're going to put up 27. I'm going to go 27-23 Dallas. Coach Breedlove is with me. I wasn't even looking at the camera. You got 27 for Dallas. 27-17. That's a good score. I like that. Y'all type it in. 27-17 Dallas. Coach Breedlove. I got 27-23 Dallas. Verdi gives us 30 points. 31-29 Cowboys. I tell you what, if Dak got time, Miss Verdi, he will put up 30. I ain't no doubt about that. If he got time, there's only so much you can do. Robert says 23-20. That sounds like a real good defensive game. And I think that's real big. Don't ever forget, y'all, we got a weapon as a field goal kicker. Remember that too. Get to the 50-yard line, you're in his range. Keep that in mind. See, I want to get to the point where we score on every possession. If all I got to do is get to the 50-yard line, this offense is too good. I can't see why we can't do that almost every drive. I'm serious. I need a point on every drive. Whatever points that is. I don't want to get to know Aubrey got about 9 field goals in the game. I mean, we need to score touchdowns, but it's good, assurance to know that you got a guy that you know that if you get into the 50, you almost put 3 points on the board. I like that. All right, y'all ain't typing in your score. Those of you on Twitter, I can see y'all. If you're on Twitter, I need you to type in your score. Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if somebody watching me on Twitter or not. Twitter be funny, man. Y'all be watching me and don't say nothing. I don't get it. Know y'all want to disagree. know y'all want to disagree. See if I'm on there. See, I'm just typing in see. What I say the score was? I said 27-23. Dallas. Let's see if it show up on there. Oh yeah, there it is. See that? Y'all be watching me and don't say a word, and I got the information right there. There it is. Hey. I don't know who that is. I know the face. VJ8SX. I don't know who you are, but I think I've seen your face before. Everybody, for y'all that don't like your handles, go back to your YouTube channel, push view channel. In the top right, you should see that little pencil there where you can edit or whatever. And you are able to change your handle. So I don't know if that'll help. I don't know. Type your name in. That lady that just said 3129, because I think I've seen your face before. I just want to recognize you. I don't like handles I can't stand. All right. All of y'all. Y'all see, everybody got the Cowboys winning. It's you, Miss Verdi. I got you. So you on both of them. Miss Verdi holding me down on both of them. Terry, exactly. Terry on YouTube. Okay. I see. All right. Terry, what is your score? Did you put it in? I forgot. You got the Cowboys winning. I know that. What is your score? What's your score? Putting everybody on record. Everybody got the Cowboys winning. I don't see no blowouts except Sports Junkie. Sports Junkie's got us blowing them out. Shane, 20. That's a blowout. Shane says 28-17. That's a blowout. Anytime you pass a touchdown, that's considered a blowout in the NFL. So I hope it's that, Shane. I hope it's that. Wow, 28-17. You believe in our defense. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Anybody else? Because I'm going to shut it down. I originally came on talking about I'm going to do 30 minutes. I should have known I was going to be on here at least an hour. I'm a preacher, so I mean, what can I do in kind of like True Blue? Cowboys win 29-23. Thank you, True Blue. I'm feeling you. 29-23. All right. I think we're gonna be all right, yo. I know it's gonna be it's gonna be a playoff type feel today. Cowboys are in playoff mode. Started actually with the Raider game. They know they can't afford right now. I think ESPN put it out just so y'all know. Right now, as we speak, they got the Cowboys at a 9% chance of making the playoffs as of now. If they beat Kansas City, that playoff percentage goes up to 14%. Then, of course, if they lose today, it goes down to 4%. So Cowboys already know. I mean, they don't need ESPN to tell them. Everybody knows we can't afford a loss right now. Tyrone, he got a blowout going. Good Lord. 31-17. That's 2 touchdowns. I hope so. Kelly Bourne, appreciate you popping in. Cowboys win 28-21. Okay. I'm feeling y'all. Y'all believe in the defense. I'm seeing a lot of under 20 scores in here. That's a belief in the defense. 23 points, 17. I'm seeing a lot of scores under here in 20. Oh my God, Terry. Terry says Cowboys gonna win 55-17. I'm gonna put it this way: if the Cowboys go 55 and beat Kansas City like that, the entire NFL would be scared of the Dallas Cowboys from here on out. They will put the world on notice if they pull something like that. But if you beat them 31-17, like Tyrone Church said, that you putting the NFL on notice. I mean, for those that got the Cowboys winning by more than 7 points, like Shane here, 28-17. That's gonna put everybody on notice for real. Game that I'm talking about, you win about 4 points, 3 points. I say, okay, Dallas played a very solid game. They pulled it out. They made plays when they had to and all that. But some of y'all got these real blowouts, and Terry just topped it off with 55-17. Anything above 7, it'll put everybody saying, okay, they done beat Philly. They beat Kansas City. Okay, we're convinced now. We'll drink that Kool-Aid now. They'll drink. Matter of fact, you have people, when we go to Detroit, you'll have people, we pull it off, you're going to have people that's going to say, okay, there's some they're going to favor the Cowboys against Detroit. When mostly everybody probably pretty much is going to say that Detroit is going to be favored to beat us. But you let it happen today. You let the Cowboys win today. Dizzy says 31-24. Cowboys all day. Yeah. I like it. What's up, Brian? Brian in the building. I be wanting to cut it off, but y'all finally typing it in, so here we go. Brian says Dallas 24-17. Mm-hmm. I like it. I'm feeling it. Mostly everybody has a tight game. Some of y'all got a touchdown difference. That's considered, I ain't gonna say that's considered a blowout, but I think that can happen. Anything past a touchdown, that's a game that's been well in hand. I just want us, can my defense make Kansas City punt the ball? You know who I'm waiting on? I guess I'll close with this. Can Cavante Turpin finally get one? I mean, he has touched the ball too many times, especially with the new kickoff rule. I would have thought by now that Cavante Turpin would have made people pay, because he's a great return guy. I ain't talking about just, returning for a touchdown. I'm just talking about a battlefield position. I really thought that, okay, you keep kicking it to him, he gonna bust you. He ain't really done it this year. And I thought that Cavante Turpin would really make people pay for kicking it to him. I wouldn't be surprised today if he finally show up today, at least in that area. I ain't got to be a touchdown. Just give me a great return that's going to get me somewhere. Hey, time. He says Kansas City has an issue with running the football themselves, and Kansas City has an offensive line problem. Cowboys, I see a low scoring game. That's what we kind of talked about earlier. We said that Kansas City we can shut down Hunt and Pacheco. Pacheco's coming back. And then of course it does not help them that Trey Smith, their all pro guard, is hurt today. And he will not play today. The offensive line has just gotten a little worse, if you ask me. So we need to take advantage of all that today. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. It's a superstar game today. Superstars everywhere. All pros everywhere. It's a playoff game. It's huge. All right, I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. I will not be let me see, next time I'm gonna come on probably tomorrow night. I don't do no post game shows. There's too many people doing them. You know, it is what it is. But tomorrow night I will be with the OGs tomorrow night, I believe. Cowboy Joe and B Bird. I show the Cowboy OG podcast. I'm quite sure that we will be talking about what we see today. So you guys, wherever you're watching me from, stay right here. It'll be on whatever channel you're watching me on tomorrow evening, probably around 7 o'clock Central. Come join us tomorrow night as we talk about what the Cowboys did and what they didn't do. All right. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all guys. Yeah. Brian says that he believes Nate Thomas needs to stay there. We'll see. Guyton has played okay. Guyton has played pretty well. Yeah, Guyton has played pretty well. I don't think he's as strong as Nate Thomas. We'll see. All right. Y'all enjoy y'all families and enjoy your food and all that type of stuff. But at 3 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, we on serious business. Put that turkey bone down. You understand? Put the fork down, cause see you're gonna get mad and you're gonna do something. You're gonna flip your food everywhere. Just look, you need to be done eating. You know, if you're gonna watch the game, put the food to the side of you. Don't have it in front of you, cause you're gonna get mad. You're gonna get hype or you're gonna get mad. Score a touchdown, you're gonna get loose. You're gonna jump up and down. Put your drink to the side. All right, do whatever you gotta do. 3 o'clock, we're gonna be watching. If you're on the Big Time Show Patreon list, I'll be on there talking with y'all during the game. We'll see y'all on that part, okay? Somebody may say, well, how do I get on that list? Well, if you patronize the show at any point, you're on the list. Okay? If you patronize the Cash App, Stars, or Super Chat, I automatically put you into the Facebook list that I have. I have a Facebook group, all those that patronize the show. Pretty nice group. And we talk and send articles, all that type of stuff. So if you patronize the group, I'll be glad to put you in there and talking one-on, whatever, however many people in there. And we'll talk that way. All right. Until tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. I'm feeling Ric Flairish right now. I'm sorry. I'm feeling good about the day. Ain't no sense in me lying about it. So since I'm feeling Undertaker and Ric Flair, I'm out of here, y'all. Feel pretty good. I'm the electrifying one. I'm feeling electric right now. I'm feeling big time-ish. I'm feeling it. I'm looking forward to the day. I believe we've just stump a mud hole in somebody. All right. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been, the Big Time show.